It is not the critic who counts. It is not the man who sits and points out how the doer of deeds could have done things better and how he falls and stumbles. The credit goes to the man in the arena, whose face is marred with dust and blood and sweat. But when he's in the arena, at best, he wins, and at worst, he loses. But when he fails, when he loses, he does so daring greatly.
Hey, just wanted to comment on Brené Brown's Rising Strong, and it's really had an impact on us. One of the big things is this idea of a crummy first draft. I say that because I pastor a church, and so we call it a crummy first draft, but the idea of being able to back up and look at things from a fresh perspective, from other people's perspective, after we've just kind of gotten the idea down ourselves, be able to back up and look at it again has been really big for us.
So my question is big, B-I-G. What boundaries need to be in place for me to stay in my integrity and make the most generous assumptions about you?
She explains how assuming that people are being lousy on purpose to anger you can completely drain you, and that we have to have the assumption that people are doing the best that they can, because that can lead to a better life for you and cultivate empathizing with other people and living wholeheartedly.
We make up stories about other people's fearlessness, but there's not enough conversation about the falls and the hurt and the climb back up and the shame.
She teaches us how to reckon, which is owning our own failures, and how to rumble. That means how to work through the fear, the pain, the shame, and come out of that rising strong, and in the end, being proud of what our story is.
Brené Brown talks about cultivating creativity in her book Rising Strong. This has been super important for me at my job, where I'm constantly developing and creating new products. One way that she mentions on how to create better is to get rid of comparison with other people.
You know, shame has two tapes: never good enough and who do you think you are. When you're getting ready to do something brave in your life, what is the shame gremlin message that you have to be the most cautious about? The one that you have to say, I'm turning this down.
Nobody has talked about shame in the way that she has talked about shame and made it acceptable in an area of study and treatment. And for that, I am very impressed with her. Thank you, Brené.